Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Joggy?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play KOTOR. Who the hell is this guy?
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
Is this true, Canderous?
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
If you face Canderous, you face me as well.
I am not afraid of you, and if you choose, you can die by his side as well. I challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir, in the dune seas of Tatooine. I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the dune seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
So I went to go back and grab Jolee, and then this happened. Okay. Alright, so, let's see what Laura needs with Jolee here. How's it going there, Laura?
Jolee, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Laura. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Well, that's pretty significant. Yeah, I'll do what I can to help you out.
Got something on your mind?
Tell me about Sunry. How'd you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. To become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Well, while we're talking with Jolee,
Got something on your mind?
now that we finally are able to ask, why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted a ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
If you don't want to answer the question, old man, just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny. All of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I've never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in all this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fella, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
That might have, I think Andor was trying to talk to me, but that could have just been the sound of him dying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just think that's hysterical. You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
But how could you even be sure Andor was responsible?
What, are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? Billion to one? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoot.
He was a hero. Sort of. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love you, Jolee.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Oh, the Republic's hiring mercenaries, too. I wonder what's going on.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments.
Alright. Now what's over here? Human, I wish to speak to you if you have the time. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of breath from laughing so hard at that story. Oh my god. Give me a second here, folks. Okay, I'm back. Alright, Niklo Bloss, is it? How's it going? Noko Bloss. How's it going? Greetings, human. My name is Noko Bloss. I hope you're enjoying yourself here in Otto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? Yeah, I gotta admit, it is a really nice sight. You are too gracious, human. The beauty of Anon is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? There's a task I'd like to ask of you, human. Jedi. I fear there's nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured there will be ample reward for this, human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is a great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Why do you need me for this? I can't trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I have inquired often as to their purpose and have been rebuffed. The Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They will twist the truth so that it furthers their own goals. And the mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They would not report anything that might slow down the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions, and I will pay you 500 credits.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please. See if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they are going. Find why they do not return. I'll look into it for you, Noko. Once you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I'll do my best to protect the Republic's interest. And those of the Selkath, of course. So what else do we got over here? Traveler. Who's this guy? Gonto Yas?
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation.
Sorry.
So clear out already.
Iridorian.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you. Though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
I want to ask you some questions. Actually, what do you have against the Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
Let me ask you some questions there before you really creep me out.
Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
I'm sure I will. I'm seeking an ancient star map or some alien ruins.
Manon has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know?
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
That's all.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Gee, I wonder why. Who's this guy?
For a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on. Now they don't have any use for us mercs. It's too bad. I could have used the work.
A Mandalorian mercenary. What's up?
Canderous. I haven't seen you since the Republic broke our ranks at the Battle of Malachor.
Ergeron, I see you've got some new guns to add to your collection. Times must have been profitable for you since the war.
Very profitable. When the Republic defeated our fleets, I learned a valuable lesson. It's far better to be a freelance mercenary in a war than to be a soldier for the losing side. If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
What do you have against the Ichani and Iridorians?
Well, nothing. Except that the Ajani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Ajani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
Do you know why the Republic's hiring so many mercenaries?
They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
Well, don't you hate the Republic for defeating your people?
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way, not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Ichani. Or anything else you want?
Nah, I'll be going now.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
Okay. Oh. Greetings, human. My name is Shayless. I have heard it said that you are no friend of the Sith. Is this true? The Sith are bled upon the galaxy. Though I suspect we have little in common, human, I share your dislike of the Sith. They brought grief to my family. I'm not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood, the youth who will someday lead this planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human. Something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate these disappearances? I'll give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter, and the others missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There's no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Otto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I'll look into it for you, Shayless. I can't imagine where to begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith don't act alone. Perhaps the off-roads in the mercenary enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised. Okay.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Good, I don't want to speak to you either. Fuck off. Ichani mercenary, how are you?
Are you hiring for the Republic or the Sith?
Neither one.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. Fuck you too, then. Well, let me ask about the, missing Selkath.
If you're here to offer me, maybe that... normally I'd charge you for information. The times are good right now, and I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge.
Do you know anything about the young Selkath who have gone missing?
Not really. I've got no interest in the Selkath, other than the fact that they're charging me an exorbitant amount to stay in this world. The Iridorian over there, however, he, I believe, may know more. He's been seen with several of them before.
Oh. Well, thank you.
So why are you telling me?
I am not for hire.
I think I asked you a couple of things there.
Ask whatever you wish.
Have you heard anything about young Selkath going missing?
Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own.
Maybe the Selkath would be interested in your activities.
I have no fear of the fish people or their laws. There is no evidence I have done anything wrong. You will not learn my business this way.
Well, then maybe I'll just gut you like a Selkath preparing an Orchana Ray for lunch.
You speak the blunt and brutal language of my people. We share the love of death and bloodshed, but we are a rare breed on this planet. Even the Sith here are as weak as the cowardly fish people. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring an Echani for the errands they had me running.
What were you doing for the Sith?
The task paid well, but was boring, and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith. And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like a recruiting drive to me. We used to use it on planets we had conquered. Get them while they're young and impressionable.
Is there more you would ask of me, human?
Nope.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
Let's see. So we discovered that the Sith have been hiring mercenaries to lure the young Selkath into the base for some questionable purpose. More answers would seem to lie inside the Sith embassy. Hey, we got some Sith soldiers over here, Vigalo and Duan.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
Can I join you? The next round's on me.
Sure, pull up a seat. I'll have the bartender ring us up a couple of mugs of the local favorite. It's called Phyraxian Tooth. Watch out for these. They pack quite a bite. 2 or 3 of these babies and you won't even remember who you are. Woo, that's good stuff. Might even be better than Kessel Spice, do you think? Never touched the hard stuff myself.
Mind if I ask you some questions? Actually, do you want another one?
Sure, why not? You know, hardly anyone buys me drinks around this place. It's enough to make a woman doubt herself, you know?
I think this is restored content we're getting into here, folks.
Well, I might be a little giddy, but I hope you don't think I'm going to start spilling Sith's secrets all of a sudden. It'll take more than a couple of drinks to get me there. But not much more.
Now you're relaxed. Want another one?
Well, I suppose one more wouldn't hurt, as long as you're buying. Wish. I fear I am good and truly drunk. Don't you be taking advantage of me now, you hear? Shay, you're handsome. You aren't married, are you? Are you married now? Oh, dear. Seems like all the good ones are always married. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. That's not very ladylike, is it? Oh.
Mind if I ask you some questions? No. Maybe you need another drink.
Yes. Yes, one more drink. Exactly. Exactly what I was thinking. Oh, head hurts. Eyes bleary. Must get back to embassy. Find bed.
Nah. I could rifle through her wallet. Hey, wake up. I need to ask you some questions.
Let me sleep. I gotta sleep.
Oh my god, that's hysterical. Oh, that's perfect. Greetings, Stephen. There are a few places in Auto City where off-roads are welcome, but here they are at least tolerated. Okay, he has a couple things in stock. I don't think it's much, though, but let me see. Yeah, just stimulants. Okay.
Hey, man. Clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
Oh, I am so sorry. Okay. By the way, guys, if you do have problems with alcohol, please go ahead and get help. What we got here? Okay.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I'm aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witnesses' reports clearly state that your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith were in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Sith and the Republic equally at fault for this breach of peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Auto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further services will not be viewed with such leniency. That's lenient? Jesus. Well, okay. Let's talk. I am Judge Selkar, acting on behalf of the Selkat government of Banan. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? How did you know I was from the Republic? Your ship registry is originally from the Republic world Transcell. Therefore, you are a Republic citizen. Or are you saying you stole your ship? No, perfectly legitimate. I see. Is there more you need? What do you know about the young Selkath who have been going missing? The court is unaware of any missing beings reports. Should any substantial evidence come up in regards to such a disappearance, you should file it with us and an investigation will be launched. Is there anything else you require? Is there a star map on this world? A star map? Not precisely, but Manon holds many wonders and exciting local isles and treasures. KOTOR not the least of them. Our many shops and boulevards cater to the whim of any species and provide a vibrant nightlife that has to be seen to be believed. This and other tourist paraphernalia can be had from your local embassy, so don't waste my time with it. I'd like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That's acceptable, I believe. In Manon legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. The arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial, and argue on the defense's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you can fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed as arbiter in the case of Sunry vs. the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alasa Huros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Auto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Elossa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It will be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case and you are an off-roader, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Okay. Let me question you. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is known to us as a hero of the Republic in your perpetual conflicts with the Sith Empire. While he may have been severely injured in the line of duty, I personally hold him in quite high regard.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
In no way does his disability hamper him, though. Rest assured that my personal regard for Sunry will not affect my judgment. While emotion may rule your Senate, the cold, hard hand of the law rules here in Manon. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? Is there anything suspicious about this case? There is something that's been bothering me, though I know that was found clutched in the Sith's hand. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence would be left at the scene of a crime. We've analyzed the evidence and it does not appear to be a replica, but I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crime, though, Sunry could well have lost it. I have seen much more improbable things happen in my tenure of courts.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elossa's hand.
Is there another matter you wish to inquire about? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? The governing bodies of both states seek to keep an amicable relationship with our world in order to facilitate the exporting of KOTOR. I don't delude myself into thinking that either of your states holds any great love for us, but we are necessary, so you will let us hold our autonomy. I try not to concern myself with intergalactic policy. I find it stretches the letter of the law too much for my tastes. Okay. That's all for now. Judge Coda. Not Rom Coda. Sorry, Force Unleashed fans. The Arbiter. Since you've been permitted to defend Sunry against these accusations, I shall assist how I can. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against Sith aggression and proved valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I don't believe this would be so great a problem for your people. Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as suddenly would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But knowing the Sith, there was probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. There's been much pressure by the Sith on our government, and even on the judges themselves to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. But the letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. What do you think of the Republic and Sith empires? I find this great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and ultimately tragic. For all its faults, your tottering Republic has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for many millennia. To see it fall into ruin in such a short time... I don't like the Sith, that I make no effort to hide. I will even admit that if given the option I would rule that we should join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule on this case as the law requires. That's all. Judge Dula. I shall answer any questions pertaining to the case and those questions only. What do you think of Sunry? I find the idea that some half-human cripple could murder someone as obviously competent as a Sith Elossa questionable at best. A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in her prime? Preposterous. But I wouldn't put it past the Republic to try and arrange the circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. Is that all? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it presumptuous to assume that the crippled Sunry could kill Elossa. I think that there must have been another there who killed her, perhaps one of the witnesses. I don't know the reason for the metal clutch in Elossa's hand either, but it may be that she fought them off even as she died. This may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I'm not afraid to say so. If the only means that I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunry, then so be it. Is that all? I guess you're no friend of the Republic, are you? I think the Republic is an institution in sore need of change. It has gone on too long, and the Sith are the fresh wind of change blowing across the galaxy. I don't believe in the false stories of the evils of the Sith Empire. They are nothing compared to the oppression and stagnation that the Republic represents at its core. If I was given the power to decide, Manan would join the Sith, forcing the Republic to accept the new face of the future. But sadly, it would appear that I am wiser and more farsighted than my immediate superiors. I am relegated to simple judicial matters. I will judge this case. I will find Sunry as guilty as he is charged to be.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Impartiality is one thing. Blindness is another entirely.
You said it, not I.
Are you finished? No more questions. Interesting, okay. So we have some who share more conflicting opinions between the Sith about the Sith and the Republic. Come on, Liquid, get out of the way. I suppose I must spend some time talking to you since you are here in an official capacity. What do you need? What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a Republic soldier, a hero even. Do you think as Republic masters will let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunry maintains his contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Is there something else you require? There anything suspicious about the case? I find this case to be fairly straightforward. Sunry is from the Republic and lost her from the Sith. The great empires battling now live out their conflict with their minions, too. Is that all? What do you think of the Republic and Sith Empire? I don't buy into the Republic line that this is some epic battle of the good Republic against the evil Sith Empire. The Sith is merely an expansionistic power, much like the Republic was early in its history. It's simply the turning of history, where the old is swept away by the better new. Is there anything intelligent you wish to know? No more questions. Then go, and do not disturb me unless you have trial business to discuss. Judge Nal Shikhan, is that how you pronounce that? And Judge Josa. Since you've been designated arbiter in the Sunry case, I shall answer any questions that you might have. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people. He is admired by your people here at Manan, and even seems to maintain some sort of relations with them still. If he is as capable as some of the Republic citizens still believe him to be, he is certainly capable of actions that would result in his murder. Is there anything else you wish to ask in relation to this case? Is there anything suspicious? Well, I've often wondered, if Sunry were so innocent, why was he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. You Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you will go to lengths to defend him. What else do you want to know? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault for this current conflict. The Republic is in the past for laying the foundations upon which the Sith Empire grew, and the Sith now, obviously, for starting the war. But no matter the wrongs that have been done in the past, the Sith now have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they just want to conquer everything. I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and then drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they don't seem to be doing too good a job of it. Was there anything else you want to know? No more for now. Alright. Let's go see if we can talk with Sunry. Where's he at? I think he's gonna be over here. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. If you want to begin your trial, you must make the request with the Warden. It shall then be passed on to the judges.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-road scum. Well, he's charming. Alright, Sunry, let's talk.
Jolee, what are you doing here? The Lord sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case. Just Just like old times, eh, Jolee? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Well, I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with Offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Elasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Huh. It does seem rather odd that his hero's cross would be found at the crime scene. Let's see if we can clear up a couple things.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to.
The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay, well, I think that's all we can do for right now, so let's go.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Indeed. Okay, let's move forward. Excuse me. Where am I going? Oh, there it is. Sorry, folks, I got lost. Let's talk, Alora.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Could you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry's... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
I'll do what I can to help him out, Alora.
Find the real evidence.
Okay, well, let's Let's see if I can find the crime scene. So we'll do a bit of exploring. No, that's the High Court. Okay, so I guess it must be in one of the other courtyards then. Oh, I have a bit down this way. I think this is the way to the both the crime scene and the Republic Embassy, so we'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone here. Yep, there's the crime scene. I'll be visit the Republic Embassy first.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Well, Roland, you're a poet and you don't even know it. Why are your soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I'm investigating the Sunry case.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
Are you sure it was the Sith?
Who else? Sunry's conviction will be a blow to Republic-Selkath relations. Who would benefit from this other than the Sith? If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
Nothing more for right now.
Then I shall wish you good day. On behalf of the Republic, I hope you enjoy your time here on Manan.
I will ask him about the star map later on, but let's investigate the crime scene first. Ignis. He must be the owner. How's it going there, buddy?
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
What did you see the night of the murder?
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or 2 later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you certain?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
And there's no chance that it could have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Okay, well...
What do you want to know?
Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
No, it doesn't. That's pretty significant. No more questions for now.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Let's investigate the scene of the crime. Firith Me, how's it going?
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunray was having a relationship with Alassa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
That's also pretty significant. What do you mean by Sith Master?
Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking.
Maybe if I tossed in 100 credits.
Since you put it that way. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
Nor should you. She was a dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
This is the problem with investigating this crime scene.
Yeah?
Being stuck in these rooms. Oh, I forgot to upgrade Canderous with Mandalorian assault armor. Or battle armor. No, it was the Mandalorian assault armor. I apologize. Where is it? Oh, I don't have it. That's weird. Huh. I thought I had it. Maybe I'll just get the Helen Noah's battle armor instead. That works. Okay. Let's move on.
Sure.
How's it going there, Glupor? You here with Selkath? You have questions for Glupor? Glupor already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Alassa. Glupor tell everything to Selkath. You not know? Glupor had no reason not to say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about murder. Everything about Sith Lady's room. Glupor staying at hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. But Glupor stayed for weeks and have enough to stay here for a few days. Using Glupor's chance to live a better life for a while. What did you see? Glupor not see murder. Oh no. Glupor did see Republic guy. The cripple. Sunry his name, Glupor thinks. Glupor sees Sunry running away from scene of crime. Glupor see nothing else. Nothing else at all. Especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about Alassa's room? Glupor just curious. Just curious to see what had happened. Glupor had no reason to go in the room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? How do you know someone paid Glupor? Well, Sith Man came after Glupor after a murder, before Selkath arrived. He said he'd give Glupor good money if Glupor put metal into Sith's hand. Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace. But Glupor not recognize Sith Man anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so no bother to tell them. Well, that and the Sith Man say he killed Glupor if Glupor speaks. Oh no. Glupor think he can't talk more right now. Glupor feels the need to lie down. Maybe just stay here. That's significant. At least we know now that it was planted. What's this hotel service terminal, though? Thank you for staying with us. Please use this terminal to call for any services you might need during your stay. Call for a bellboy? Message from hotel owner Ignis overriding. Due to currently ongoing murder investigation being conducted by Selkath High Court, the game will be closed to further notice. What about the room service menu? No. What about room prices? No. Aww. You got anything else to say, Gloopor? Why are you back, human? Gloopor already tell you everything. Why you not leave Gloopor alone? Do you know about the Soulcath who have gone missing? Gloopor heard of it, yes. But Gloopor have been rocking this room for days. Gloopor think it rather poor insight to think he knows something. Do you know about a star map? Gloopor not know what you're talking about. But then again, Gloopor not very bright. Let me see if I can ask him a little bit more about the murder of Alasa. Okay, he's not answering any more questions. Alright. Now what about in here? What's in here?
No problem. Didn't work.
There we go. Ichani mercenary, how are you doing?
What are you doing in my room?
I just want to talk.
I'm too tired to enter a discussion with you tonight. You can speak to me tomorrow at the Mercenary Enclave if you wish.
I'll be going now.
Good. Leave me to my privacy.
What if I rob him? Yeah, medpack, okay. I think that's new to the restored content, that Ichani mercenary there. But I guess I can't access this door either, huh? That stinks, but okay. Well, I've gotten pretty much everything I can out of these guys, so, what's over here? Hotel service terminal? Okay. Same thing as in, Gloopor's room. Who's this? Mysterious man.
You, Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean? Wait, why are you telling me this?
Let us just say that I'm an interested party, and that I have concerns. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Alasa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so. Kinda.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Why should I believe you?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Well, I guess I'll have to do a bit more investigation, but that'll have to wait for the next episode. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/burningearthvfx, or consider buying us coffee at ko-fi.com/burningearthvfx. It'll help support the channel, help support future videos like this one, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. I'm Burning Earth Chris, and may the Force be with you. If you like this video, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/burningearthvfx. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to follow us on Facebook for more exciting updates. And as always, thanks for watching.